It's not their business. It's not their body. It's not their money. I want to see the bellies and the gym shark.
It is a bubble dress.
But over 70% of Black women are obese.
I don't need a person on the internet telling me that health issues can be caused by the extra weight.
Currently holding the #1 spot for obesity.
Boom, take your cheese grater, football toe ass and go on somewhere and leave us alone.
In our community, for Black people to just accept it or to just be so delusional.
Don't let anyone tell you not to wear Gymshark or anything for that matter. If you feel comfortable, wear it. It's not their business. It's not their body. It's not their money. So I want to see the bellies and the Gymshark. I could not believe the audacity that some people have on this app to think that you are important enough that we should listen to you. We don't care. We don't care. You're not that important. Your delusion is making you think that your opinion matters. It doesn't. It doesn't. Come to the gym the way that you feel comfortable and confident. If you want to wear makeup, do that. If you want to do your hair, do that. If you don't, do that. If you want to wear a pump cover, do that. If you want to wear a sports bra and leggings, do that. But please make your decision based off what makes you feel good versus some stranger on the internet who most likely has a smelly belly button. All of them look like they have smelly belly buttons, like they don't wash. So why would I listen to you? Please be concerned about your own business.
You know, they take it like people are just trying to bash them, make them feel down. But I'll say this. I had a problem with being overweight, not like you, but I finally lost the weight when I changed my diet. For years, I kept on snacking on candy, kept on eating too much, eating right after meals. I kept eating. 2 months, I dropped 20, 25, 30 pounds. Instantly got slim. It starts in the kitchen. That's how you lose the weight. I didn't know. It was right in front of me, but that's when I finally lost it.
Y'all, TikTok Shop has really been doing a big one with the plus size affordable dresses. Like, come on now, this is so cute. It is a bubble dress.
Who's gonna tell her?
And I got it in a 2XL for only $17. Like, come on now, this is super duper cute. Oh, this is so cute with the clear heels. Oh yeah, this is doing something for me. Oh my goodness. With the hair, it's just giving fall, it's giving cutesy, it's giving really Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving over. But go ahead and get this dress off the TikTok shop, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
You have no idea how lucky you are to look the way you look now, the way you are. And you are perfect just the way you are.
Nobody is going to tell you this, but over 70% of Black women are obese. If you're fat, obese, overweight, thick, well, not thick, if you think you're thick, right, but you're actually fat, obese, you have to go and lose the weight. Literally, it is a problem in our community for Black people to just accept it or to just be so delusional and to try to normalize fatness. A lot of them will say, oh, my mom is fat, my family is fat, like we're just big bone, this is who I'm supposed to be. No, that just means you and your family all overeat. That just means you guys eat a lot of food. That doesn't mean that it runs in your family. Binge eating probably runs in your family. You guys eat a lot. That's why you guys are all big. But you can lose the weight. It is possible. If you are fat, it is possible for you to lose weight. When a lot of fat Black women come onto the internet crying or complaining, saying, oh, every time when me and my skinny friends go out and guys never approach me, they never look at me, they only approach my other friends. And then you try to say that but it was probably because the guy was a racist or a colorist or a texturist or no, babe, it's none of those reasons. It's your weight. It's your weight, and it will always forever be just your weight. But nobody's going to tell you that. Your friends are not going to tell you that. Of course, they're just going to hop on the bandwagon to your delusions and just say like, oh, like, it's probably because, you know, you're dark skin, or it probably has to do with the fact that your hair is a different hair. No. Like, weight can be a touchy subject. It's a touchy subject for a lot of people. People are just deluding you, right? They're not going to tell you. So I will be the one to tell you, if you have fat to lose, obesity to lose, you can go and fast. Go do a water fast. Go do intermittent fasting. Go add fruits and vegetables to your diet. And for the people that try to come on here and try to claim that it's an eating disorder, like eating fruits and vegetables is an eating disorder, or a lot of black fat people think that they're gonna become anorexic or die, or they're gonna starve to death. A lot of you guys need eating disorders. If that is your definition of an eating disorder, drinking more water and adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, then babes, you need that, because that's not an eating disorder. That just means being healthy.
Proceed directly to the rendezvous point.
Right? You're probably drinking a lot of soda. You have a lot of unhealthy eating habits. You're probably eating a lot of food. That is unhealthy. And if anything, that is a disorder. So, yeah.
She said it. That's the problem. Most people are drinking their weight. They're drinking juices, sodas, but a lot of it's the soda added in with all the food they like to eat, right? Snacking on mac and cheese. Like, everybody gotta have the mac and cheese, extra cheesy. I like that mac and cheese, so I'm not gonna downplay it. I'm not gonna play it, but seriously, when you have too much, it's not good. And also, when you're trying to lose, let those things go. Like the girl in the beginning, in the first video, going to the gym. You can't go to the gym and then knock down 5 Big Macs after. You're defeating the whole purpose. Why did you even go work out that day? Seriously, it doesn't go together.
Men want women who are fit, but yet in our community, 80% of the women are overweight and 80% of that are obese. No one holds women accountable for their weight. So who's holding women accountable?
My choice! My choice!
I'm sorry, but who is going to get liposuction? Who's
No. What the French toast? Liposuction is called push away from the table, drink water, eat vegetables, and exercise.
Exactly.
Liposuction.
I know, but
no, ma'am. It's called exercise.
Distorted.
It is called exercise.
No excuses.
Most of the comments were positive. However, I just want to address a few of them. Firstly, this one. So anyone who gains weight knows what, can come along with it. By you pointing this out, we know. When I talk about the fact I want kids, and then someone's like, have you thought about freezing your eggs? I know about it, okay? I don't need a person on the internet telling me that health issues can be caused by the extra weight. I've had to choose my mental health, okay? My mental health has been the priority over the past few years. Plus, I had 5 kilos worth of fibroids. So I had those removed in November. I've only really been able to exercise properly since February. I went on holiday. It's been a tough time.
Repeat, no excuses.
And yeah, I know that there are health issues caused by the extra weight. As far as I know, I don't think I have any issues caused by the extra weight. I have checkups every year. My friend who's skinny has been told that she's pre-diabetic. So, there could be things associated with being underweight that
delusional
people don't talk about. Also, depression. Depression comes for you at any weight. My nan was overweight. She passed away at the age of 82. I think she could have lived longer. I think it was only the pandemic and the loneliness that caused her to have a heart attack. If a mental health issue is affecting me now and affecting my life now, that has to be the priority, okay? How can I get to 82 without dealing with the mental health issue?
She made every excuse. All you have to do is simply diet. When people hand you the plate 4 times a day, say no. Only 2. Why? Because the last meal, you're fasting. She has to have it. Pandemic, Everything is an excuse. Let her continue.
A friend, she's had weight loss surgery. Now she smokes. You know, I'm not telling her that she's at the risks of certain diseases because of smoking. She knows. So really, you don't need to point these things out. Some people have said, you know, move to Jamaica, get rid of the antidepressants. I can't go into everything that I've gone through, but my medication is life-saving. I'm going to be on it for a while. Just remember, you don't know the full story when we put these things online. Someone's telling me to move to the Caribbean to find a man. I am not packing up this flat, shipping my furniture, just in the like, it doesn't make any sense. We need to think before we are leaving these comments. Someone also said, you look different. No shit, Sherlock. But, you know, 5 years, people change in 5 years. I know a lot of people are like, you're going to get your sparkle back. And I'm like, I'm getting there. This is all, you know, the bereavement was very hard, especially if it's your mum that loses their mum. You know, I've obviously lost my nan, which is tough, but for your mum to lose a parent, it's really tough, especially during lockdown. We couldn't have the funeral for 5 weeks. And I don't know if this has happened with you, but like bereavement, it can lead to some family drama. That's all I can tell you. And, you know, my nan was the glue that brought the family together. So this is the nan on my mum's side. You've probably seen the nan on my dad's side in Jamaica. We don't have those family gatherings anymore, it's been tough to deal with. Although it happened almost 5 years ago, the repercussions are still going on today. I've had a couple of rough years, but I'm in a much better place. You can see me living my life in London, attempting to date. I'm so prone to focusing on the negative comments, but they were overwhelmingly positive. So thank you for your support.
Oh man, you shouldn't be on TikTok, but did she say this was 5 years ago? Wow. You have no excuse. I'm happy people, I'm not happy. I don't want anyone to go through turmoil, right? You shouldn't be going through it. You should be working on it. People are holding you accountable, even though you're making excuses for yourself. Time to do some self-reflection, seriously.
It's like the treatment that we get as big girls from men relative to skinny girls or girls who are like, you know, average size or whatever. And what grinds my gears is when we try to convey our thoughts and our experiences on the differential treatment that we get, and y'all start talking over us, talking about, well, I've had that happen to me, or my friend's cousin's girlfriend, he did that to her, and da 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 da. Okay, well, when he did it to you, he was just doing it because when he did it to me, he did it because I was fat. Okay, let's be very clear. Like that is two different motives there. It's things that men expect us to accept, and the world expects us to accept that they don't expect y'all to accept. Okay, and then when we hold up, because what's so bothering to me is like y'all really be thinking y'all can come any kind of way with us because y'all think we don't love ourselves and y'all the best we gonna get. And
you don't love yourself. Put the donut down. Put the juice down. Put the soda down. You can easily put all of it down and drop the weight. Guys say it all the time. A man can't grow to 6 feet, but you can lose that weight. That's what guys say. Come on now. It's no excuse.
And it's like, it's the subliminal stuff. It's the stuff that you will do to me because you feel like you can get better. So you won't do XYZ, or you will do XYZ because you feel like you can get better. Because I'm big. Little do you know, you ain't getting no better than me, but that's beside the point. You know, and so, but that is the point. That's the point. That is the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just the subliminal stuff. It's the small stuff and it's the big stuff. And it's like, don't talk over me and say, oh, well, as big girls, y'all da-da-da-da-da, and we get the same treatment. We don't get the same treatment. And then it's made even more complex when you are pretty and you are a big girl and you have pretty privilege, but that pretty privilege is limited because you are big. And then you still get treated the same way. You get mistreated because you pretty and you big. So people expect you to not get good treatment because you big. Just like they expect certain pretty girls not to get good treatment. And they don't treat pretty girls good because they pretty. And we this and we that. And it's like, yo, like it's so many dynamics that we have to work through. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. I don't care. It is what it is. It's certain things you're not going to do to a skinny girl. It's certain things, and I had to really sit back and reflect because I'm like, is it me? Is the guys that I'm treating? It's because I'm.
You see what she's saying? There's pretty girls that accept bad treatment. There's fat girls that accept bad treatment. They're accepting it though. Why? Because that's the guy you like. I bet you what's happening is she be getting a chat or someone else, or a regular guy who gets regular girls too. And he doesn't want to spend the time because guys, sorry, but guys look at fat girls as something to go to when they're going through hard times. That's just what it is. That's not going to change. She wants that to change, but it's not going to change until you put the donut down. Put it, if anything, if she sees this video, she watching right now with a 7-Up in her hand and a Coke in the other hand, about to eat stuff.
Big. Like, of course men don't be sometimes. Like, I ain't gonna say it in a general sense because there are some very great men out here, but for the most part, y'all be acting like y'all ain't got no sense. And of course it's like, okay, he just doing that because he a bad guy. He would have done that with any guy, but it's made even more complex, and it's even is layered layers on top of layers when it comes to being a big girl and your weight, because your weight is definitive to a lot of people. It defines and it sets the tone for how people gonna treat you. And don't dare sit up here and talk about, well, y'all can lose the weight, you can lose the weight. You don't know what somebody's body is allowing them to do or not allowing them to do.
You can't make this up.
So be quiet, because it ain't always that simple. You don't know what somebody's body and somebody's brain and their situation and circumstances are allowing them to do. I don't want to hear it. Man. As big girls, we get treated completely different than everybody else. And it's like, I had to really sit back and say, this stuff is happening because I'm big. It's not no preferences thing. It ain't no, you can't force nobody to be. That's not a part of the conversation. We ain't having that conversation. The conversation is you pursuing me, you doing this, you doing that, and then you start treating me a certain way and you approach me a certain way because I'm big. That's the conversation. The way y'all approach us because we big and y'all think that we gonna take X, Y, and Z, and when somebody like me come along, you looking at me cockeyed because you can't believe that I got this and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. No, I'm not going for none of that.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not going for none of that. I done had narcissist after narcissist after narcissist. I done been through some things. So when I say I ain't going for it, I ain't going for it. But y'all expect me to go for it because I'm fat. That's the conversation, and that's the frustration.
Well, don't go for it and leave the guy. I mean, what else do you want us to say? Like, lose some weight. You won't feel this way. Then it's going to be something else because you're going to lose the weight. You still may accept the same kind of guy. You probably got a guy using you because he's getting locked up, thinking, oh, she going to put money in my book. I ain't putting no money in the book. Look. You're the go-to girl. When a guy's going through hard times, you're who he goes to. Face it. That's what you are.
Lately, and I feel ugly and chunky in all the wrong places. And I hate that because I look at people that look like me sometimes and I'm like, you look great. But then I look at me sometimes and I'm like, I don't love it. It's not giving. I get a lot of comments that people are like, I love your confidence, and like, how do I get like you? And I mean, it's a daily battle, you know. Confidence for me, at least, is not just like one day I woke up confident and I never felt insecurities ever again. That's not true. I mean, but I do always want to put out a message that you should love yourself the way you look. Like, let me tell you what I was thinking yesterday. Okay, so I'm breaking out right now, and I was like, dude, I'm freaking out because I feel like so unattractive.
That's the food.
How come when my friends break out, I think they still look stunning? And when my friends are like, I'm breaking out, I'm like, girl, your face still looks like your face. You're still bomb. But to myself, I'm like, you look hideous and everyone thinks you're stupid. Like, what? I don't know. Anyway, I'm here for you and I love you.
You know, the thing that boggles my mind, right? You look at her and you look at the last girl. But guess what? I couldn't be with them. Sam, I don't have K. I want to date a black woman. Say I'm all about the community, right? Because they're probably okay. You don't qualify, but gorgeous. She will be a 25 piece, but because of the weight, she's down to a 4. The last woman too would be a dime. Maybe not down like an 8, but she's brought lower. This black men are not going to accept this. Black men. Let me say this, right? If 70%, over 70% of the black women are obese, you mean and have and 56% of them have multiple children. Let me hear me out. You think men who are single and have no kids are supposed to accept fat women with multiple children?
And blush blindness, but baby, I got weight balance because every time I look in the mirror, I say, ooh, body's T, this is the biggest I've ever been. Even when I look at pictures, I'm like, girl, I'm not big, but you know what's telling? That side profile. I'm like, ooh, that girl need to push that plate away. What's going on?
The delusion.
Men are currently holding the #1 spot for obesity. Let's talk about it.
Before you begin to congratulate yourself.
Very interesting. A very healthy debate this morning with one of my good friends. A clip of a podcast of someone speaking about how black women have the highest obesity compared to other ethnic groups. I looked in the comments, and of course it was black men talking about how you black women need to have accountability.
Real talk.
Well, we are two women who work in the health and wellness industry, have helped many women get their confidence back, lose weight. And we're here to talk to you guys things that contribute to weight gain and some factors that can prohibit you from getting on the other side of that scale 6 to 7 days a week.
And so where does it all start? It all starts from the paradigm of the strong black woman and how culturally, not only black women, black men as well, sort of feed into that need to have the strong black woman. The strong black woman is something that has been bestowed over centuries, decades and centuries. Our own, it was just sort of something that we had to sort of rise to the occasion of, but it has over time just sort of essentially sort of been that black women always show up and then we're always the first to rush in and handle and juggle everything and solve everyone's problems, that everything becomes important besides you.
When running in that space constantly, typically you're going to be in a state of stress to get that cortisol.
That constantly cortisol. And that is something that is an issue. And there are several issues and habits that are contributing to cortisol release on a constant and steady basis. Talk about that. So in our in the black community, a lot of black women, whether we're married, single moms, that strong black woman, as I have stated.
It's time to stop. No more.
I can't. They put a big fat pillow on women's backs. That's all they did with that video. So, oh yeah, they stressed. Give me a break. It's the food. Talk about the food. I'm looking at this lady. I gotta call her out. They both look chubby. This one looks very chubby. Looks like she just lost a bunch of weight. Is still struggling. And putting pillows behind women's backs. That's not gonna get women better. It's not. That's why the fat girl is sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm tired of guys treat me like this." And the other girl is feeling depressed. You're feeling depressed because you're big.
He ain't lying. I'm a single black woman. Of course I'm gonna pack my bags and go out of the country whenever I want. I'm a single black woman. Of course I want to get married, but do we have to live together? Can't we just stay together a little bit here and there? I'm a single black woman.
No. You're not gonna just do that. No. I gotta stop it right there. Did you see her talking like, can we just not live together? No, no, no. You would be satisfied to have a man living with you. We gotta stop this.
Shame. Come back.
Rewind that back. You said what? We already at the level, all of us there are there. Where 80% she is as well. Are at that level. Acting like you're to catch me out. But let me let it continue because it's gonna get worse.
Of course my nieces and nephews think I'm the rich auntie. I'm a single, almost 40-year-old.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? 剩女, which means leftover women.
Black woman. Of course we get in a section when we go out. I'm not about to be standing up all night in these heels. I'm a single black woman. Of course men ask me what's wrong with you when they find out that I'm not married. I'm a single black woman. Of course I don't care about taking a solo trip. Beach me, please. I'm a single black woman. Of course I'm gonna buy myself whatever I want. Duh. I'm a single black woman. Of course. Self-care is super important to me. I have to get my hair done, my nails done, massages. I gotta take care of my mental health and my spiritual health. Please.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
I'm a single black woman. Of course I'm strong, confident, beautiful, brilliant.
Well, whoever she is, she's fat.
Why wouldn't your man want me?
Fronting. Seriously. I'm sitting there looking like you went on vacation, yeah, because that was the last money you had for the vacation. Why are you spending your last trying to make it seem like I'm like this? Nah, I'm getting tired of it. I'm done.
To why I hated staying in LA as a black woman. I didn't like that way more men that weren't black tried to talk to me than men that were black. Why I didn't like staying in LA as a black woman. Okay, all y'all saying like, oh, you went in the right area. The fact that y'all saying basically I have to go to the hood to be around black people, something is wrong with that. I never knew I like being around black people so much until I moved to LA. When I first moved to LA, I didn't have no black friends. Like, I only hung out with white and foreign girls. And they were the only ones getting invited into, like, the exclusive and celebrity parties. And so when I would go out with them, because they always used to invite me, I used to be the only black girl there. And if it was another black girl there, they was, like, mixed or hella light skin or racially ambiguous. I didn't like staying in LA because it was just expensive for no reason. Like, literally just high for no
Yeah, it's true.
freaking reason. I didn't like staying in LA as a black woman because the fact when you ask somebody in LA, like, oh, like, what food y'all known for? They can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you a restaurant to go to. They can't tell you, like, oh, we known for this. Nothing. Like, and they don't got good food in LA. A plethora of my main reasons that I always tell people why I didn't like LA, the cost of living, the traffic. I experienced colorism and racism way more in LA than I ever did in the South. The parking. And for me, it was the lack of black culture. But from y'all comments, I guess I missed the black culture because I wasn't going to the hood and the ghetto. I don't even go to the hood and the ghetto in the South, and I can still be around black people, good black people at that. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to make this a series on why I hated staying in LA as a black woman. And I'm so glad I'm up out of there.
Why is black women angry?
How about you leave us alone and ask your goddamn mama? Every 20 minutes, one of y'all wide-faced, yellow-tooth, nappy-neck, diabetes-toes having ass niggas want to get on here and ask us a question and you really don't care. It's just a way for y'all to get on here and with us every day when you wake up before you brush that space where your side tooth was.
You sound like the man.
You want to come on here and ask us a question. We don't ask y'all shit. You got a black mama, a black sister, a black auntie, probably a black baby mama, and you got a black teacher at Vacation Bible School. Ask them what you want to ask them. Leave the black women in the universe that you don't know alone, because you really don't care about our answers. You want to get on here and pander to the women that you want. Go be with them bitches. Leave us the alone. Take your cheese grater, football toe ass and go on somewhere and leave us alone. All black women do is wake up, drink water, and try to make sure our edges are growing in nice, thick, and healthy. And before we can even roll over and wash our ass, we got 100 of y'all niggas coming on here wanting to ask us why we this. Well, ask yourself. Ask the women in your house. Leave us the alone. All we want to do is live and line dance. Leave us alone. Leave us the alone. Why are we on your mind 24/7? Do you have a PlayStation? Please go play it and leave black women the alone. Leave us alone. Anyways, anyone else mad that Harlem got canceled? That was some boo.
TikTok, of course.
I feel like I need to find out what's going on with this baby. And I feel like there's some more stories that could be told. They took that show off too prematurely. And is P-Valley coming back? I mean, ain't nobody shook no ass at the Pank in over 3 years. What is going on?
He was loving the attention.
You know, whatever question he was asking, I'm sure you answered all of them. But with that rant you just did, probably the same problem, right? The food you're eating. That's why rants like that come out. But no, it's just how you are. It's how you was raised. But yeah, man, it's sad, but it needs to be a change. But thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.